again, the state of Florida under attack again from the woke liberal leftist, man. Again, they are under attack because, again, they don't want particular woke agendas being taught in the schools. And they don't want certain policies, man. They don't want it. They voted Governor DeSantis into power. And again, that's what they want. They have what they want. But again, people like the NAACP and the LGBTQ folks, man, again, if they don't get what they want, they throw a damn fit. And again, we see over and over and over again what these folks are actually doing. And they're doing it again. They're upset again. But I'm going to bring you guys a couple of video clips showing exactly what I'm talking about. Again, in the state of Florida, man, they are under attack from the left. They really are.
The NAACP of Florida asking the national organization to issue a travel advisory warning Black people not to come to our state. Local 10's Laren Livingston is live with a reaction to this. It's pretty controversial, Laren.
Yes, you may be familiar with the term sundown town. It refers to places where Black folks were historically advised not to be once the sun went down, as it were. Well, the NAACP of Florida says the Sunshine State as a whole may be one of those places.
Florida is not safe for Black people.
Daniela Pierre is the president of the Miami-Dade branch of the NAACP.
We are cautioning people when they come here, you're going to experience what we are experiencing.
Pierre says she was in Orlando just a few days ago along with other NAACP Florida State Conference members, unanimously voting to ask the national board to issue a travel advisory warning Black people to avoid visiting or moving to the state.
Anytime there are policies that are going to be put in place that is going to impact and disrupt the quality of life of Black people and all people of color, we take that very seriously.
Pierre and the Florida Conference point to the governor's anti-woke rhetoric. They point to the redrawing of the state's congressional maps, which has been legally challenged on the basis of race. They point to the modification of proposed AP African American history classes and the push to do away with diversity, equity, and inclusion programs.
All of those point to reasons that Florida is not safe for Black people.
What a joke. What a joke. Yeah, we'll see how effective that is.
Last week, the governor dismissed the idea as a stunt.
And fine, if you want to waste your time on a stunt, that's fine. Look, I get, but I'm not wasting my time on your stunts, okay?
This is not a stunt or a joke for the NAACP.
And the NAACP, it's an organization that's issued a similar advisory for the state of Missouri back in 2017. And the organization says this travel advisory recommendation will be formally submitted via resolution and could be reviewed and approved as early as May. We'll keep you posted. In the newsroom, Laren Livingston, Local 10 News.
You know what, man? This kind of stuff is a stunt. It is an absolute stunt by the NAACP. Because again, they're using their political clout to blow a racist dog whistle. Again, to say that, hey, look, that state of Florida is not safe for Black folks. It's like, what are you talking about? Again, the state of Florida is safe for Black folks. What do you mean? It's like, well, again, their policies, they don't have good policies. It's like, yeah, they do. Well, again, what do they want? They want certain courses to be taught in their classes. And again, it's not African American history because, again, they teach that in their schools. But they want a certain AP African American history course taught that has like Black gender theory or Black queer theory being taught. And again, they don't want queer theory being taught in their schools. And if you do so, it violates the Stop Woke Act and things like reparations. You can teach reparations, but they don't want reparations being taught from just one angle. Again, if you're going to teach that, you got to teach from both sides. Because again, If you only teach reparations for one point of view, then you're teaching you're indoctrinating someone. You're not educating them. You're indoctrinating them. So again, we have to be actually honest about what is happening, what is going on. But again, if they don't get what they want, they say the state of Florida is hostile to black folks. And it's not even close. As a matter of fact, man, and again, I'm probably going to get hell for this, but I don't care. But again, as a matter of fact, the ban might actually work in their favor. Because what happened to Miami, in Miami-Dade County back during spring break? I mean, really, mostly young black people tore up Miami. They rioted, they tore stuff up. So again, we have to be honest about things. We have to truly be honest about things. Again, if you tear up more than what you spend, why in the hell would anyone want you in their area? So again, man, but to say that black folks aren't safe in that state, man, that is a real big stretch. I mean, that really is. I mean, again, man, to invoke, the feelings of the old South back from, 70, 80 years ago and say that, with the sundown communities, man, again, if you guys don't know what sundown areas were, they were areas mostly, not always, but mostly in the South that were kind of hostile towards black folks, especially after dark. There were majority white areas that were a little bit hostile towards black folks, sometimes a lot hostile. So again, what you're actually taking a thing that was really kind of a bad situation years ago, really, and you're kind of making a mockery of it. Because again, there are more areas that if I went into after dark, being a white man, I would be in more danger than a black person going into. So again, we have to be truly honest about things. And, this kind of stuff, man, it's just, so again, Governor DeSantis called this a stunt. Again, a media stunt. And, well, it is. It's a damn stunt because, again, these people, they truly are racist. These NAACP folks, man, Black Lives Matter, they are truly, truly, truly racist people.
Signing more controversial bills into law today.
It comes ahead of an unexpected announcement about a run for the White House. Local 10's Gio Signares is in the newsroom to tell us about the new legislation.
Janice Christie, the governor, continuing his travel across the state, spending every day so far this week signing bills from the latest legislative session, including laws on college education and combating human trafficking. Today, it was 5 new bills protecting children, as characterized by the governor. Governor Ron DeSantis in Tampa today at Cambridge Christian School, signing multiple new bills into law. Let kids be kids on the podium, serving as the governor's rallying cry for this set of legislation.
What we've said in Florida is we are going to remain a refuge of sanity and a citadel of normalcy. And kids should have an upbringing that reflects that.
Among the new laws signed, SB 254, which restricts gender-affirming care, the medical intervention when an individual's gender identity is different than the one assigned at birth. The bill prevents the procedures on minors as well as puberty blockers, and also requires physicians who administer the procedure to adults to be physically present when doing so. The second bill, HB 1069, is an extension of the parental rights in education law, dubbed by critics as the Don't Say Gay law. This prohibits a school from requiring students and teachers to use pronouns not based on biological sex. It also adds guidelines for books that citizens wish to challenge in schools.
We never did this through all of human history until 2 weeks ago. Now this is something. They're having third graders declare pronouns. We're not doing the pronoun Olympics in Florida. It's not happening here.
The third bill, HB 1438, prohibits a person from knowingly admitting a child to an adult live performance and establishes punishments for people or establishments who do. As described in the text, an adult live performance is, quote, a presentation that depicts or simulates nudity, sexual conduct, or specific sexual activities. The final two bills of the day, HB 1251 and 225. The former requires state-run buildings and schools with a restroom, locker room, or changing facility to have separate facilities for men and women based on the sex assigned at birth, while the latter preserves the right for public prayer before high school sporting events, gives high school athletes more options in choosing where they want to play, and also reshapes the board of the Florida High School Athletic Association.
We'll protect kids even when you take some incoming as a result of maybe offending some ideologies or some agendas out there, but that's fine. We're happy to do that.
Strong opposition exists for these bills as Democrats have argued hard against them, and LGBTQ+ rallies were held at the Capitol during the session that ended 2 weeks ago. The provisions in the bills related to gender-affirming care and adult live performances go into effect immediately, while the other three don't take effect until July 1st. In the newsroom, I'm Gio Insignorez, Local 10 News.
To be honest, we truly do. Again, he is doing nothing wrong. He is doing nothing radical. He is actually protecting the kids in the state of Florida from things that are radical. So we have to understand there is a difference between protecting people from ideas that are radical, like, again, hormone blockers for kids, chopping them up, chopping their breasts off or their penises off or whatever. That kind of stuff is radical. It is radical. Up to about 10 minutes ago, man, we didn't do that kind of stuff. That would have been seen as abuse, just straight abuse. But again, in today's woke culture, again, they're pushing that kind of stuff. They want that stuff. They want to have certain things taught in schools. You have to use particular pronouns. And it's like, again, if you're behind this, if you're one of those that wants kids to be able to get things done like hormone blockers and, you know, and other gender affirming care, you know, then you are the issue. Do you not understand that you are the problem? Again, if you're wanting kids to be able to, if you're making people use pronouns, man, if you're teaching all the particular pronoun usage and everything else, again, you are the issue. You are the issue because you're letting in the Trojan horse when you do so. Again, think about this for a second. If a man says he's a woman or a boy or whatever, says he's a girl, you know, let's say he's 16, 17 or whatever, wears a skirt, has male appendage, wants to play on the girls' softball team and everything else, and you call this person over and over again a she and her and everything else, and a woman and whatever, and you refer to this person as female, then it's very difficult to tell that person that they cannot change in the female locker room. It's very difficult to tell them that. It's very difficult to tell them, hey, look, you can't use the girls' restroom. It's very difficult to say you can't play on the girls' team. You are, in fact, a boy. But you've been calling me a girl. Yeah, but you're not. You're really a boy. Again, we don't play around with that kind of stuff. We don't, man. Again, that kind of stuff is dangerous. And we have to understand that. We have to get on board and understand, hey, look, man, I'm letting in the Trojan horse when I start doing that kind of stuff. And again, I know, man, a lot of leftist guys, man, are like, oh, what harm are we doing when we do that? You know, let's just make them happy. No, no, man, no, look, it's not about making people sad. It's about being honest about something. Again, you know, you might cause a bigger problem that's hard to turn around down the road. And so again, it's better to be honest from the beginning. Look, I know you feel like whatever and you want to wear a dress and everything, but son, you are a boy. That is what you are. So again, man, if you want to wear a dress, more power to you. Wear a dress. But the fact of the matter is, you are what you are. And so, again, when we tell people that, it may seem harsh, but you're actually just being truthful. Look, you are what you are. And again, you're going to cause a bigger issue down the road if you don't address things now. So again, you're better off just addressing things and being honest about stuff. So again, I'm in full agreement, with Governor DeSantis on this because, again, man, he is not doing anything against anyone. He's just trying to protect people, especially protecting the kids, man. If you want that kind of stuff, if you want that liberal leftist kind of mind, man, again, move to California. Move to California. You can find it there. Again, man, you can fight with the homeless people and, the illegal immigrants coming down across the border, right down the road. You can do all that kind of stuff. Man, you could have that in California. Again, man, you can fight with the homeless. You can have all the fentanyl you want, man. You can have gender affirming care for, 10-year-olds, man, whatever. Move to California. We'll find it there. I guarantee it. Governor Newsom, man, he'll even bait you, man, with a little bit of reparations. He'll sprinkle in some reparations with that. But of course, you'll never get it. But he'll sprinkle that into it a little bit to bait people to come to California, live here in a tent, among the homeless. But anyways, guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.
You son of a